Since Haru is our first rate up character in Chaos Zero Nightmare and a solid option to reroll for, we're gonna go over how to play her right now. First, we're gonna uncover what Haru is actually all about. She's about, 2 to 4 cards in her kit. I'm gonna show you them right now. The main ability that she has is called Anchor Shot. That deals 240% damage, plus 60% damage for each time this card has been used, and this can stack up to 5 times. So you wanna use Anchor Shot as fast as possible 5 times, so that you have your maximum amount of damage potential unlocked. Alright. An additional card here is something called Lift Anchor. That has Retain, which means you will always keep it in your hand. In this game, at the end of every single turn, you lose your entire hand and you replace it with a completely new hand. Cards that have the ability Retain stay in your hand, and that is the case for Lift Anchor. It also costs you 0 AP, so you are always free to use it no matter what. And it does add plus 70% damage to Anchor Shot, but in return it raises the cost of Anchor Shot by 1. This is a very worthwhile trade that we always gonna make. And the third card that rounds this all up is called Anchor Pointer. Another card that costs you 0 AP, and this allows you to draw your Anchor Shot out of your deck or even your graveyard. And there you can see that you are all about finding Anchor Shot out of your deck, recovering it from your discard pile so that you can use it always in combination with Lift Anchor and deal additional damage. And that's really all there is to Haru. You want to of course pair her with other characters that I'm gonna present to you right now. This right here on your screen is pretty much the perfect team and probably the best team in the game when it comes to playing Haru. That is because Anchor Shot costs 2 AP and you raise it to even 3 AP cost. That is, considering we always have 3 AP at our disposal, pretty expensive. So we want to pair her with characters that give us additional AP. And this is exactly what Mika does. You can see the card right here. Source of Water gives us plus 1 AP. Splendid. Then we have Cassius as an additional character. That is not because of the card that is showcased here, but he has another card called Joker, which allows us to pick any card of our choice out of our deck or out of our discard pile, which is again absolutely perfect because we can find our Anchor Shot with this. Alright, now let's jump into battle. Here we go. You can select one card from the draw pile or from the discard pile and move it into your hand. On turn 1, that is nothing too special because we need to find our combo cards first. And another reason why Cassius is so great, because he allows us to draw additional cards. Every character that allows Haru to draw additional cards is very, very beneficial, because it is all about finding and using the Anchor Shot. And he does it even completely for free. He doesn't even use AP to let us draw cards. So this is an absolutely perfect character for Haru, but also in general absolutely fantastic. And yeah, there we go. Of course, in this game you always play your upgrade cards. This one is one card that you would also retain, but this card doesn't really matter. You can use it like whenever you don't have anything else at your disposal. The thing is really like draw cards, find that anchor shot, provide the additional AP to go absolutely nuts. Here is, yeah, see, he even allows us to draw a completely new hand, which is just, he's the perfect character. So if you gonna re-roll for Haru, you definitely want to get your hands onto Cassius as well. And if, yeah, Mika is a little bit much to ask for, but it would be splendid. So we always gonna draw first to see if we get anchor shot. We didn't, but yeah, we can provide ourselves with heal, which also gives us AP. Now we can draw the anchor shot out of our deck. It is not the most like beneficial thing to do right now, but yeah, we don't have anything else to do. So there we go. And since we always want to use a combo, right? We want to draw cards. We want to find the anchor shot. We want to boost the anchor shot. And this is, all things considered, is playing a lot of cards. And look at this one right here with, again, Cassius. Here's a card that deals additional damage equal to the number of attack cards that we have used this turn. So yeah, pretty beneficial as well. So we're gonna use, of course, our anchor shot. We can even look for another anchor shot, use that one as well, right? Now we can use her other ability that also deals a little bit of damage. And see, we have played quite a bunch of cards. And now Cassius will deal additional damage with it. Boom, boom. Nothing like too crazy, right? But still very, very beneficial. And yeah, see, now we have our lift anchor. We can look for the anchor shot and we have plus AP. So yeah, this will be a very, very beneficial turn. And yeah, you can see, we look for it, we upgrade it, and we're gonna use it, right? And that's all there is to it. Now okay, the boss died. Otherwise we would have been able to recover it one more time for 0 AP. Since we had 2 AP still left, we could have just used it again, right? Alright, so yeah, always use the 0 AP cards, obviously. Now see, we have 4 AP. Now we can use the Joker. We can look for an anchor shot and use it. Unfortunately this time we cannot upgrade it, but we can fish for a little bit more cards, see if we maybe find it. Nope, unfortunately we did not. Okay, we have 3 AP, get rid of the poison, use the anchor shot. Now we have used all of our cards possible, we deal additional damage with Cassius. And that's like, that's the whole thing. You find it, you recover it, you have enough AP to use it, you go ahead and use it, right here. We find it, we upgrade it, and we're gonna use it, right? And yeah, all of our teammates, right? Then Mika gives us the AP, Cassius gives us the drawing potential, we can look for the card specifically, we can recover it from the graveyard, not only via Haru but also via Cassius, you know. It's like really a match made in heaven here. She also has a very good ego skill, is what they are called, as you just saw, that did a tremendously high amount of damage. Now, here you can see this card, Charge Energy, that for 1 turn, plus 40% damage increase for an attack type card. Guess what? Anchor Shot is an attack type card. So we're gonna use this, we Anchor Shot. all we have left to do is, yeah, we could actually now win the battle by using the power charge, right? We could deal additional damage with Cassius. You see how incredible this is, right? We have a whole bunch of card draw. We are very, very consistent because we have multiple ways to search out our deck. We have a whole bunch of heal. We have a whole bunch of everything that we could possibly ask for. This is one of the best teams right now in the game. And I just showed you like how the rotations work, right? It's all about using the 0 AP cards that will heal, that will give you AP. You find Anchor Shot, you boost Anchor Shot, you use Anchor Shot. And that's really all about there is to say about Haru. Now you might not have the characters around her available, so let's go over some additional options of how you could make Haru work. So here, this is my roster. I want to show you one character here because yeah, I got not lucky, but I got Mika, so I paired her with Haru. I have Veronica, who is a pretty good sub DPS for basically any team out there because you are super AP friendly. All you ever have to do is use your upgrade cards, right? Those cost 1 AP. And then Haru plays, then Veronica plays herself by using a ballista at the end of every single turn. This one right here. This is an extra action, a follow-up attack if you will, that she just uses for free at the end of every single turn. As long as you have this firing preparation update used, and you have it almost always at the very beginning of every round, right? It will always be active, so you don't have to really use anything else with Veronica. That makes her extremely AP friendly and adds some damage. Not the best option, of course, the best option we just covered, but it is an honorable mention. Another honorable mention is Rei. That is a character that everyone has, right? In case you wouldn't have what's her called? Mika. In case you wouldn't have Mika, then you definitely have Rei. Everyone has her. And she's also not too shabby because she provides you with card draw as well for 0 AP. She can also boost the damage of Anchor Shot for just 1 AP. You know what I mean? It's a little bit iffy, right? But if you don't have anything else, like if you don't have a top tier support like Mika, then Rei is a good free to play option to pair with Haru as well. All things considered, Haru is a very standalone friendly character. If you look at her kit, and as you might have realized, like she has everything. She can search out the Anchor Shot by herself. She can boost the Anchor Shot by herself. She has single target damage with the Anchor Shot. She has AoE damage, right? Multiple target damage with her power charge. She is not really, but also kind of AP friendly because 2 of her main cards with Lift Anchor and Anchor Pointer, they cost 0 AP. All that really costs you something is the Anchor Shot. And if you don't have Anchor Shot, then Power Charge is also, costs also 2, right? So she is really standalone character. She doesn't really need any teammates to make her work and function like perfectly fine. You know what I mean? But again, if you want to min-max the potential of Haru, then you want characters that give you additional AP, that are AP friendly, and most importantly, characters that give you the potential to find the Anchor Shot as consistently and as fast as possible, to card draw, or you can search out cards, you can recover cards from your discard pile, etc, etc, right? You get the point. And that's how you play Haru, guys. I hope that was fun and informative. If you like Chaos Zero Nightmare content in general, please consider leaving a follow on my channel, I would really appreciate it. But until next time, don't forget to join the Discord server, link to that in the description down below. Take care of yourselves, have a great day, peace and love.